Hey, welcome back. It's Canadian Crispy Bacon, and this is in light of my 200th subscriber. So I just surpassed 200 subscribers, and just a little bit of history. What I said was, if I got to the 200 subscriber mark, or once I surpassed that, I'll do a video on the rough, because this is its 30-year anniversary, and there's a little video that's floating around from 30 years ago with a dude. He's driving around a yellow rough on North Sliver. So I thought, you know what? I'll try and duplicate that the best I possibly can. Now, actually, I'm running this. I'm not using the no traction control, but I am uh, actually swapped out the tires. So I'm not using the semi slicks. I'm using the downgraded tires, and you'll see these things. It's a little different. I'm usually using the slicks, so these things heat up like crazy and cause a little bit of issue. You'll see throughout. Uh, anyway, I just want to give a good shout out to a good friend of mine, Game On. From a fellow YouTuber and good friend of mine. He is great do-it-yourselfer, DIY. I'll put a description link or a link in my description box. Please go have a visit with him. He does button boxes, hydraulic, e-brakes. He does wheel mods, all this stuff. Anything that's sim related, this guy does it. And he's fantastic. This guy, is a genius. So please go and have a look at his site. Also, I'm just going to take a little shout out to Hobio 88, Hobo 88. He also does a lot of I'm getting right into the V8 supercars, so I'm thinking about going iRacing. This guy does a lot of iRacing stuff in the V8 supercars, and I encourage you to go have a peek at his site as well. And I'll have a description, a link for in my description box for him. And also one last little plug there for Zakespeed. He does a lot of good setups and for Assetto Corsa and for Project Cars. Great fella and fantastic behind the wheel. I'll put a link in the description or link in my description box for him as well. And I really encourage you to have a look at. Look, I don't want to turn you away from my YouTube site, but I think that this is just, this is a community, right? And we got to pass the wealth along. And I'm just so happy I passed. I know it's not any big thousands of subscribers, but 200 is a milestone for me, and I'm really happy to be there. And I hope to continue to grow it for you guys. So please, let's get along with this. Let's get on with this lap. So here I am. I'm just lining up for this. I just did actually got to do a whole complete lap. It really kind of sucks, but we'll get going here in a sec. There we go. Nice detail in the car, I gotta say. This thing is a beast. It's just all over the place. Man, my hands like I had cramp on my hand. Look at that, getting all excited already. It's a lot hard to turn this car. It just doesn't want to turn. You really got to mess with the toe a lot with this. I had to turn it down. The problem is you start turning it down and you lose, other problems with it sliding out from the SN and makes it really hard to recover. Braking, I think I put down in my bias. There's not a lot you can do down to about 60. And I did turn up the camber a little bit in the front and rear. Rear I'm running about 2.2. Yeah, front 1.7, 1.9, somewhere around there. Toe, I think it's 6 and 10 at the moment. But I really found that's what I had to do. I had to kind of really mess with it because going into, I normally run the slicks, but this time around I decided not to. I'm going to challenge myself even more. I don't know why you want to do that for this particular car because it's already nuts enough. Getting a little bit of air there, but I thought I'd do that. And one thing I noticed right off the bat, I couldn't run the same. Like with the slicks, you got to bring down your tire pressures in order to keep some heat in them. With this one here, you got to raise, you got to jack up your tire pressures because that's all they do is just heat up. Like even in the final straight stretch here, when we get to it, I'll mention there. But my rears are just heating up the entire time, and I think I got them around 25, 26 pounds of pressure in there. So It's an animal, this thing, and but I had a lot of fun doing it. A little frustrating at times as well. But this is like where I'm like, oh, I'm right into it, and I'm like, oh, what a place! I'm just got this crazy grip on my wheel. Look at this thing; it's just all over the map, and there's everything I could do too. I'm sure there's some guys out there that could probably wheel this car around here pretty good, but I'm gonna tell you, I don't mind admitting I was having some struggles. I'm getting close to the 8-minute mark uh, with the slicks, the semi slicks. With these, I'm adding another 20-25 seconds off to on my run here, and that just tells you how much these things slow you down a little bit. Maybe it was a little bit of work. You can probably get used to it, and you know, get the right tire pressures, all that kind of stuff. But it was fun. I had a lot of good time with this car, and given its 30 years in history of the rough, I mean, this thing has got a huge amount of horsepower and no weight. I mean, it's got the weight of a freaking can of peas, for crying out loud. So, you know, with all that horsepower, it's torque in there, you get a mid-engine rear-wheel drive, and it spells a lot of, you know, dangerous activity. If I was to do anything to this, I think I'd still have to add some more pressure to the rear tires. Maybe take out a little bit of camber. Might help try and cool things down as well. Those tires, they just want to heat up. Woo! I had no idea how I held it there. Because this thing, it gets all settled, you start getting a little bit of grass and you're going merry-go-round. Children world at the amusement park, man. Yeah, I just want to let everybody know how much I appreciate you guys subscribing to my channel. And 200, you know? I know it's no, like, not all people think, oh, 200 subscribers. People out there with, you know, hundreds of thousands of subscribers, and thousands even, and I got 200. Well, you know what? I think it's alright. I think it's alright. You know, of course I want more the merrier, and I think that may eventually happen. Content coming, I'm going to keep on doing it, and hopefully you guys can help me spread the word of my channel. My rears are probably pushing around 90 degrees now, and that may not sound a lot for those who's driving GT3 and stuff. That's about the average, 180, 190. But these are street tires. These street tires just do not like those temperatures. You need to try and keep, if you can, keep your temperatures around the 70 some odd degree mark. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm thinking Celsius here. So 90, 91, 93, that's hot for this. That's 100, that's almost 200 and some odd degrees. And that's too hot for these street tires in Fahrenheit. Sorry, I got my degrees is actually in Celsius. So you need to be around the 75, 73, 75 range in Celsius. But like I said, my rears here at this point, I'm having a lot of trouble with them, as you can see, and because they're pushing like 90, 91, 92 degrees, they're really hot, and they're getting very, very greasy. I mean, I had a death grip. It's really funny because it's a sim, right? It's a sim for crying out loud. I'm just looking at this death grip. I was actually sweating at the at the end of this. I was sweating. But that's just how much I get. I love this. You know, everybody has those things in life that. Look at this. I never miss that. Never miss that. Here, in trouble. But that's fine. You know, I could have got another lap, and I could have, you know, got the perfect lap for you guys. But remember, you know, I always say that I'm not always hunting for that perfect lap. I need you guys to see the imperfections because you know what to kind of expect for and what you can compensate for when you go and do this, try and do this run. And I encourage people within the group or whatever, and post what your times are, and let me know what you think in the comment box below. Please, listen guys, thanks for subscribing to my channel. This is basically done this for this 30 years of the rough and for my 200 subscriber mark. Thanks again for watching. Please come out, keep on watching my videos. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already subscribed. Hit the share button. Show your friends, family, you know, whoever you might think that might be interested in it. And definitely, if you get a chance, hit that like button. I really appreciate it. And we'll let this finish out. We're going to cross the line here. A little tight. I gotta say, it was really, yeah. Had a lot of problems. It was very, very tight, or a lot of understeerings. Okay, guys, thanks a lot. Thanks for watching, and cheers. Bye for now.